What's going on today, guys? Today we're going to be doing another owner's review of a 2017 Shelby GT350. Today we got the one and only Zach with Exotic Cars of the West, and today we're going to be reviewing or getting his opinion on the GT350.
Yes, sir.
So let's hop right into it. So Zach, first of all, we already kind of announced what the car is, obviously, but I want you to tell us what is this? What is this car right here?
It's a 2017 Shelby GT350. We got it in 2021 in April, and so it was a couple years old. We put a couple miles on it. The owner previous to us, he had blown up the first motor, and so they put in a new motor, so it was brand new for us. We got some aftermarket headlights, the GT350R splitter, and a new shifter, and that's pretty much all we've done to it. But this thing is straight piped. It sounds amazing, and our neighbors definitely love us a lot.
You know, I think a lot of people can understand that, especially with it being as loud as it is. You know, you guys have seen on his channel, and obviously on some of mine, you've been able to see this car a little bit, but we've never actually been able to like fully review it with Zach and talk to him more about this car. So obviously the next question we wanted to go into was the mods. So you're already talking about the Shelby front splitter,
Yep.
the headlights. What else is done? He just kicked that.
These center caps, we put some Shelby ones in instead of Ford. On the inside, we've got a new shifter. It's not stock, and it's got a little Shelby sweatshirt on it.
The little Shelby sweater, adorable.
Keep it warm in the cold weather, like right now. The exhaust is not stock. The exhaust is very loud. You guys will hear that in the video if you haven't already. And I think that's about it for the mods on this car.
Awesome. So Zach,
Yep.
have a very important question.
All right, what's up?
Obviously, this is a fantastic car, just an absolutely amazing, beautiful car. Okay.
Beast.
Now, if you could go back in time with the same money that this costs, would you buy this car again?
Absolutely.
Why would you buy this car again?
100%. This car is so much fun. It's so raw. You just feel so connected to the car when you're driving it. With the 6-speed manual transmission and just the stiffness of the suspension, you feel like a race car. You feel like you're just one with the car. If the car moves, you're moving. And it's just, like, I walk outside, I see this car, I just get the biggest smile on my face every time. And it's been since 2021, so 4 years now, and the same smile still comes on my face. And so, I don't know, I've never really test drove other cars that are in the same price range as this, but if I were to go back right now, I would still get this car, 100%.
That's what we call spending money wisely, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
Amen.
Something like that. All right. Since you love this car so much, obviously, we got to go into the next question, which is, what are the pros? What are the pros of owning a Shelby GT350?
I mentioned it like 3 times, but the manual transmission. Not many sports cars these days have a manual transmission, and so just having the manual transmission, that is an absolute pro. The 5.2 liter Voodoo engine that's made just for this car, that's another pro. The sounds that it makes from the exhaust, the joy that it brings. This car gets a lot of looks. A lot of people break their necks looking at this car, and that's another pro. I like attention, so that's a bonus.
You know, that's always a great part about owning a muscle car, you know, especially when that's like the loudest thing around here, you know, is it's just insanely loud, and we have a little bit of fun, you know. I have a question though.
Yes.
Are those seats comfortable?
Very.
Very.
They're
Very. What do you mean? They say Recaro. They look like bucket seats.
They're squishy. They're buckets, but they're squishy.
What?
They got a lot of padding, but they hold you in place really well.
Okay.
I don't know. You guys will have to come along for a ride sometime.
Oh, okay.
But they're super comfortable. That's another plus. You get some really cool seats, and you're comfortable in them. We've taken this car to Salt Lake City, Utah. It's about a 4-hour drive from here, and we had no problems. Our backs were fine. We didn't blow out our backs on that trip.
That's good. That's an absolute W. So obviously with pros, there comes cons. What is some cons of owning this car?
Come with me.
Oh boy.
This is a con right here.
Oh.
It's about a shoe length off the ground. And as you can imagine, this is not our first splitter. This is our third splitter.
Oh boy.
In 4 years. And
Four.
I broke one of them.
What did you do?
I'll be honest, I was pulling into a driveway and I didn't realize how steep it was. And I hit this corner. What? No, this corner. And it cracked it all through. It shattered all across. I'll send Brendan a picture. You can put it up on the screen. But
we'll put it up.
It was
right
not
here.
pretty. It was not pretty. No, that was awful. That's one con about this car. Another one.
It's hard. It's hard to pick because
Another one. It's not a good winter driver. You can't drive in that. Oh, the cold wind. I'm sorry. You can't drive in the snow and the ice. It is awful. I took it to Idaho Falls 2 weeks ago. Tried to drive in a little bit of snow on the ground. I was so scared. I thought I was gonna die. I thought the car was gonna die. But we made it because I'm a G. But if I wasn't a G, this car would have been in a ditch. And so that's another con. That's a con. That's the word.
I think you're the only person that drives one of these in the winter. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, like, this stuff deters cars like this. Why are you? You're crazy.
I'm on a Shelby Facebook page, and every Shelby owner babies their cars like none other. They have their car wrapped up in blankets and give it like bottles and stuff for the winter, and it's crying in the garage.
Man,
Bro, this thing, it's 5 degrees outside, and this thing's parked outside. We're about to go rip it on the roads in 5 degrees. The tires are not gonna be happy. The engine is. The engine loves it, but the tires are they're gonna be struggling, and it's fun.
she does. She sounds real good. It is a little chilly here right now, but we're gonna go take her for a little rip. We're gonna go see what it's all about.
Just a little cold.
A little bit.
A little loud.
And really loud. We're both like yelling, and we're like 2 feet away from each other.
As loud as I can. Without my voice going out.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's go get a ride. All right, so we've made it into the car. We'll find out the last question in a second. But is it worth the money?
Yes, 100%.
Why is it worth the money?
For the 500 and I think stock 520 horsepower you get, this with the exhaust delete, we're thinking it's around 560, 570. But with the amount of horsepower you get stock, this car, I mean, it's more horsepower than a GT3 RS. Obviously it's not as fast. That car's a lot lighter, has a better, faster shifting transmission. But when you think numbers, like, it's the same horsepower. And this car is a literal fraction of the price. This car, you can get it 40 to 50 grand, maybe 40 to 60 grand, depending on the miles and the year. But I don't know, in my opinion, it's definitely worth the money.
All right. And our last question is it fun to drive?
No, I hate this car.
Oh, dang.
No, this car sucks. No, it is so much fun to drive. It puts a smile on my face every time, and so it does the same for the passenger. And
It is true.
whether it's Brendan, whether it's a sibling, whether it's a girl, whether it's one of the other boys, it's always putting a smile on people's face, and sometimes scaring them, which is good because that's what a good car does. It scares you when you go a little too fast. So yeah, this car brings a lot of joy to me. It's amazing.
Heck yeah. This car is so much fun. We've had a lot of fun times in this car, ripping around, doing a bunch of crazy stuff as well. He's definitely, because I remember I had never been in any kind of Shelby or any kind of Mustang before, and I got into this car for the very first time, and he took me for a ride in it, and I was like, wow, it's a lot different. It is a lot different than what people talk about, and I'm just excited to kind of share with you guys a little more about this car and an owner's perspective and experience from having a car like this, and how much fun it can be, you know, the pros and the cons and everything in between, getting a little bit of the bias from the owner. That's my favorite part is, you know, these guys are the people that own them. They're the reason, they're the people that bought them. They have their reasoning as to why they bought them, and it makes it a lot more fun, you know? So, all right, let's get to the drive. Ooh.
Listen to the crackles. That's one pro to this car. And then,
Oh my goodness.
this thing is just pure joy.
I forget how good it sounds. Jeez.
Did you get some crackles? Yeah. That sounds properly amazing. Rev it up a little more. You get some good crackles.
Gosh.
It brings a smile to your face.
That is crazy.
Nothing really beats that.
No, it's hard. It's hard to be something like that, especially when it sounds this good.
That's also pretty fun.
You know, I'm like speechless right now.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
We're going slow. Guys, we're keeping it right under 55.
I was like, I only saw, yeah, like 58, 59. That wasn't even fast.
I think we might have hit 60. The speed limit is 65 though, so
That is true.
we're trying to keep it under the speed limit just in case there's police around. You never know.
It is a loud car. It is a loud car. So
Because it sounds faster than it actually is. It's not actually a fast car. Trust me, I would know.
it's not that.
No, it's slow.
Oh, sure.
There's no torque. Especially on these slippery roads, you can't get any traction if you're trying to go fast, which I'm not. I'm trying to go slow.
Never. Oh my gosh. And just the exhaust now sounds so good. All the crackles. Oh my gosh. You know, I can't see why you got one of these.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
It brings a smile to you all of the time. Every time you drive it.
Oh, jeez.
It's so much fun.
It is a riot and a half, I would say.
Oh, indeed.
Jeez.
Maybe even 2 riots.
Yeah. I hope the camera's picking that up. That sounds so good.
We don't want to cause too much havoc. There's a car right in front of us, but
Man.
I'm trying to give you guys a show. That's all.
These people.
The audacity to try to drive in front of me when I'm trying to go slow, but they're going even slower than I want to. Look, I'm going 51. Literally going 52 miles an hour. And bro in front of me is keeping me from going 55. The speed limit. Come on, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty sharp downshifts.
That pretty sunset in the back.
Oh, she sounds good.
Jeez.
And we are good to go. We're keeping it right under 55. Don't
Yeah.
you guys even fret.
Oh my gosh, this car makes you act like such a child.
This car does something to your mental
It honestly does.
that you can't really control. You just have to laugh and be happy.
Gosh.
That's all you really can do.
Oh jeez. Well, with that being said, you guys, I have to end the video.
No, not yet.
No?
We're not ending the video
No?
yet. Look at this straight road we have, Brendan.
Oh boy.
55. As you do.
Crazy.
As you do.
And honestly, you know, they always think, you know, that's the thing, is the camera makes it seem a lot faster than what it is.
It does.
It really does. We really like.
Now, unless this is a cop, that is effectively going to actually end the video because that was not a cop and we're safe.
We're safe now.
Even though we only were going 55.
Yeah. Not arrested today. Not arrested today. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Like, follow, subscribe, all of it. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Guys, do it right now. Don't even put it off. Do it right now.
You should. You should. Go follow him. Exotic Cars of the West. You're going to see a lot more of this car, all the fun, crazy adventures he gets to do with this thing.
Oh.
And no. Oh, come on. Come on. You got to have the plug.
You're making me blush.
Got to have the plug. With that being said, see you guys in the next one.